Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I am incredibly happy to be joining the Real Progressives at this time. Right now, I am actually in New Jersey at the Democracy Spring National Training, which is a total debacle at this point. It's one of the most dramatic situations I've been in a really long time, and really comparable to the DNC in strange ways. First, I'll say that I applied for this training kind of after I figured out that our revolution was not going to be the right place for me. And I was under the impression that Democracy Spring was a more revolutionary organization that would probably be something that I would be more interested in. And I actually had really high hopes for Democracy Spring, that maybe they were going to fill the void for the people who had left our revolution, because there are a lot of people who are not interested in our revolution anymore after the, Hillary Clinton stuff. So I got accepted, I got my ticket and everything, and then on Monday they come out with this statement. I guess they're saying it's not an endorsement. It looks like an endorsement, but whatever. It's saying they're going to vote for Hillary Clinton. But this is coming out a couple of days before I'm supposed to leave, and it's a little late for me to just cancel. They paid for us to come out here, for at least most of us, so it was like we were already obligated, but we had this new information. Sorry, I'm out on the street because we are actually camping at a house in New Jersey, so I had to get away. But so I decided to come anyways. I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt, and as long as they didn't actually mention Hillary Clinton or say that we had to do anything, I was going to go, okay, whatever. But then, so we get here on Thursday, and everything was okay on Thursday. Nobody mentioned it on Thursday. Everybody was just really happy and, whatever. And then Friday morning, it's like the first thing that comes up, and they just tried to push it back as much as they could. They did not want to answer these questions. They tried to delay it. They tried to deflect. They gave a lot of very standard shill arguments, and then they finally pushed it back to where they were going to do it at 7:30. And they were going to let us ask all the questions we wanted and have an open dialogue. But then they don't even start doing it until 8:15. They said we were only going to have an hour and a half. They talked for an hour and 45 minutes. And none of it was real, honest, raw information. I mean, some of them are really good people. I mean, that's not the issue, but there was a lot of deflection, a lot of vagueness, a lot of tokenism, and just, Nader effect, and she's a woman and she's a Democrat and Trump is terrible. And it was kind of all the same arguments we heard at the DNC. And again, it was kind of feeling like a unity fest, like they were trying to force this unity of getting behind Hillary. And they didn't allow us to have questions until an hour and 45 minutes in. And then they were like, oh, it's so late, everybody should get to bed. So they kept trying to rush the questions through. We ended up asking 50 questions. They decided they were only going to answer part of them. They were going to answer the rest in the morning. And they took a lot of them back to answer in the morning. They only answered 4 of them. So they've used a lot of evasion tactics and repeated rhetoric. The morale here is incredibly low. This morning when I got up, at least 15 or 20 people have already just left. I don't know when they left, but the tents are gone and there's a visible gap. There's another at least 20 people who are still here because we can't afford to fly out, but are actively not participating. And you can really tell that the leadership is panicked at this point, because this training is falling apart. There's a huge dissent. Nobody feels like their voices are being heard at all. We feel like they're talking to us like children. It's very condescending. It's very top-down leadership. No transparency whatsoever. And I mean, the saddest part about all of it is this could have been totally avoided. There was absolutely zero reason to endorse her. There was nothing to gain from it except to alienate your base of supporters, which is crazy Bernie activists and you didn't even endorse Bernie, so you knew this was going to anger people. It was like they shot themselves in the foot on purpose. How could they think that we were not going to be angry about this and that we were just going to let this go? And last night, during their whole 1 hour and a half or hour and 45 minute speech, most of it was all the reasons why we should vote for Hillary and why you waste your vote on a third party and how this is a two-party country and we have to accept reality. It was just like the DNC. Just like the DNC. So it's like deja vu again, and I don't get it. I don't know what their deal is, but there's no answers coming. I have stopped participating at this point. We're just networking right now because there's a lot of activists here who had a lot of hope in this organization and like what we could do with it. And now we're realizing after each of every one of these organizations just keeps letting us down over and over again. And we're tired of it, that we have to do something for ourselves on our own because nobody's going to do it for us. The moment they get the smallest opportunity, they're gone. And Democracy Spring is gone. They have taken the Dem Party pill, and that is, fuck that. So I'm stuck here for a whole other day with these people who are slightly overbearing. I mean, they're nice, but this is a terrible situation, and they are acting a little like it's our fault for bringing it up in the first place, but y'all should have seen this coming. The moment they released that, they should have known there was going to be blowback. And there is a lot of blowback. So that's just an update from over here at this craziness. I'm sure I left out a lot. If anybody has any questions, please leave them in the comments. I know I left out a bunch of stuff. So comments, questions, anything you would like to know more about, I am happy to answer, and I will keep you guys updated. Thank you, and again, I am so happy to be joining the team, and I think this is awesome. I'm really excited. So, thank you guys. Have a good night. Bye.